All right, we are joined now by Creighton sophomore Kiana Schmitt. If you've got a question, just use the raised hand feature and we'll get you called on. Start with Matt.
Hey, Kiana, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just, it seemed like you got off to a really good start, from the jump, essentially. What adjustments did you guys make from yesterday to today that you felt like were helpful in getting your offensive parity going?
Yeah, so in between the games, our coaches do a great job of giving us some information about what worked really well yesterday, and then just trusting them and doing that today.
If you've got a question, just go ahead and ask it out. You don't have to use the raised hand now. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess when did you feel like you got into a rhythm today? Because I mean, you're 12 kills. I think you hit 750. That's one of the best marks in program history. When did you feel like you got into a groove out there today?
Yeah, I mean, I would say pretty early into the first set, Hina and I were connecting really well, and I think that we both noticed it, and it really helped get my rhythm going.
After that long layoff, how good did it feel just to be out there this weekend playing?
Yeah, I mean, we were all so grateful to be playing this weekend. I mean, I think the break just makes you really take advantage of every opportunity you get to play. And I know that we won't take any games for granted here going out.
What can you take from this game into the next game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we just worked really well as a team today and brought really good energy. And I think trying to do that for every game for the rest of the season is something that we'll definitely try and do.
Were you guys trying to get a Booth out of there in time to go see Reese play in state?
Yes, we were all glad that she can go see her today. The timing worked out really well.
Any other questions for Kiana?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, Kiana, you're good. We'll have Coach Dyer here shortly.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt.
All
right, we've got assistant coach Craig Dyer.
I know.
We'll start with a statement, and then we'll go to questions from any of you. Coach, you want to just make a statement about the match?
Yeah, I thought it's a nice win, especially coming off a tough 5-set game yesterday. So when you get production like that from right side attack, as clean as they were today, it's hard to, I wouldn't say it's hard to lose, but they had a lot of good production, a lot of kills. I thought our serve and pass was better today than it was last night. I think that was one of the reasons we struggled a little bit last night. I thought our serve and pass settled in a little bit and got them out of system a little more and put us in system a little more. So nice way for our seniors to go out on senior day and have a 3-0 win. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Questions?
Yeah, I guess first thing, when you play a team that you just played the day before, I don't know how much of it you feel like is going to be based on those first day adjustments, but I guess how many did you make and how well did you feel like your team executed that from that first 5-setter to today where it looked a lot cleaner?
Yeah, I think you always feel like you're a worse coach when you lose the second match when you're playing back-to-back. So, we thought our scout was pretty good the first day. We just didn't execute as well as we thought we could have in certain situations. I thought today we did a little better job with the scout. And again, the serving pass helped us a lot because, we were able to get them off the net quite a bit, which helps our defense. They made some more adjustments. I think their personnel adjustments were good. They wanted to get a little bit bigger block and added a different right side in there. So, I think we didn't do a ton of adjusting. I think we tweaked a little bit and we watched some video and kind of sometimes giving our athletes numbers to back up. We can give them a whole list of things, but if we say, hey, in this scenario, they're hitting 0, they're like, oh, well, you might know what you're talking about then because they're hitting 0. So I think some of it is just us backing up what we think and then making some minor tweaks.
What do you think of Kiana's performance today?
Man, she was so good. She came out and just started hitting hard. I think one of the things that she struggles with, and because I coach her quite a bit, because I coach the middles and right sides, she struggles sometimes with hand contact and making really good hand contact with the ball. And from about set 4 yesterday till today, I thought she was really good with that. I think she's very athletic. She can get off the ground really well, especially off one foot. And then today she was just making really good hand contact. So I'm really proud of her. Like she works so hard, always getting extra reps. Even when I'm like, hey, you don't have to take all these reps, you can balance it a little bit, but she's done a great job. And even the blocking today, I mean, I think she had 6 blocks to go along with her 750 hitting percentage. So just a really kind of a coming out party for her. She did a great job.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how what a good like block error number is, but I mean for you guys to have 15.5 blocks, I think it was, and then what, 1 or 2 block errors where you're in the net essentially, like what's your assessment of the way you guys block today? Because I know it's not always related to just being at the net. It's kind of chained together with the serve and pass game. So I guess
Yeah.
what's your initial assessment of how you guys blocked today in terms of how potent you were?
Well, I think that goes back to some of the things we tweaked. Some of the middle attacking, we thought we knew a little more of tendencies, and I thought our middles did a really nice job with that, at least touching balls. So sometimes you might only get 5 blocks in a match, but you touch tons of balls and you're able to turn those for points. Today we did a better job with their outside hitters. I thought their right sides, and I'd have to look, the right sides had a little better numbers than their outsides did. So I thought our right side block was good. And that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons why we're in a 6-2 is because we have Annika and Kiana that can get up and block balls. So I don't look a lot at the block errors because I hope we're not in the net very much at all, but it's those balls we get tooled on, I think, that aren't really in the stats. Sometimes we're just in a good spot and they make a better swing, and then you just say, okay, move on. But I thought our right sides and middles did especially good job with the scout and kind of tweaking what we've talked about.
Any other questions for Coach Dyer?
Yeah, I was just going to ask about serving. I know you guys want to be aggressive, so I just wondered what your assessment of the serving performance today was, because I think maybe Kirsten felt like that you guys weren't quite striking that balance and finding that aggressiveness that you're looking for yesterday. And today you were a little bit more error prone, but I wonder if that's related to a little bit more aggressiveness. Like, how did you see it out there today?
I thought our errors came at bad times. I thought we were, some of the times we were on a run and then we'd serve the ball out or serve it in the net. So in those situations, I think those balls, we have to keep them when they're on their heels and we're on a 3-point or 4-point run. We got to keep the ball in the court and make sure that we're making them earn it. So yeah, it's a fine line. We think because we're a bigger blocking team and a pretty good blocking team that we're going to take some more chances from the serving line so that we can get them out of system, so that we can have a bigger block in front of them. So it's a balance. We're still working on it. And I know, what's our record? 6-2. So we're only 8 games into the season. This would be like the second week of September right now.
Right.
So, we're still working on some things and I think we have some servers. One of the things I think is good about this team is we have servers that do different things. Kiara stands back and serves kind of a bomber serve, and Hina's serve is different than Allie's serve. So we have different things coming at opponents that might not be easy to scout for, or depending on what rotation we're serving in and what rotation they're in, it could be problematic. But I just think we're too high air overall. But I get it. There's a fine line between serving aggressive and trying to get them off the net and just lobbing the ball in too.
Anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys.